Hello guys, welcome back for another build guide. I wanted to do something with Glacial Lens because it's a pretty beautiful spell, especially when you have a frenzy charge and it explodes. First in my mind I wanted to do something with the Rage Glove, but then I noticed it's a little bit expensive and I don't have the diffs for that. I want to try this, so I trying to save for this, we will see. Because I think with this we will have a lot more damage. But for now we don't need it and it's still a beast, you can clear everything actually. But first I would like to ask you to subscribe and like this video. It helps my channel a lot, especially now because on Friday the market crash almost killed me, so please hit that like button, it will help. So let's see the skills. We have Fang of Frost and we have a lot of damage on it. I don't want to explain like why I have attack speed on it and anything, I will just try to explain how the build works, okay? So we have Glacial Lens in it with damage and speed and crit. And we have Rakita's Flow here. This is a little bit expensive, I know. We have pretty high damage on Glacial Lens and Fang of Frost, you can see it. And this is without the conditional stuff from the tree or without Trinity, so this goes up to million or more than a million actually, especially when you have Frenzy Charge and you have Barrage on, it's pretty big. You can see on bosses when you hit a crit, it's like 4 or 5 million damage in one spear, that's pretty huge and feels good. So we use custom crit with Comet. This is, you can see it on the clips, that's how many comets we get with Spell Cascade. We have the energy stuff and a little bit more spell damage on it. This is pretty good on mapping. On bosses you can use Concentrated Area instead of Spell Cascade because this is annoying and it can cause lagging, especially if your PC is not that good, so just switch it before the boss fight. One super gem, it's not too big. Then we have Herald of Ice. There's another version to it to explode dead bodies, but there is already too many explosions on the screen, so I'm just using with Frozen Spite and with damage. Then Barrage for bigger Glacial Lenses. We have Inhibitor, high 10 charges, when this hits also you can feel it. And we have cooldown recovery and second wind on it to use it more. Sniper's Mark for charge generation. Combat Frenzy, of course, for when we are mapping, we can proc this a lot of times. In every 6 seconds we will get one because we have pretty high cold damage, so we usually froze someone at all the time. So, and we have Trinity, but sadly our charge generation is not the best still because on maps you don't have the time to click Sniper Mark. It's really bad that we can't put this on custom crit, that they changed this, because on maps everything dies pretty fast, you don't have the time to Sniper Marks them. And on Combat Frenzy the 6 seconds you can feel it, so there is a lot of times when you don't have Frenzy Charge. It's a little bit of shame that we can't maintain Frenzy Charge on all times. And we have Trinity with the +3 skills, gives us 7% more elemental damage per 30 resonance, it's pretty big, lot of damage. Then let's talk about the items and the skill tree. I love to talk about them at the same time. So we are a Ritualist. I wanted to do this because of this node, and you can see it on the gloves that I showed before, that it takes your life, and I wanted to do something that I think we can counter it with this. We will see if I have the gloves. But for now it's pretty good, because we have +1 ring slot, and with this bonus from equipped rings and amulets is pretty big. If you don't have Headhunter you can use the utility belt. This one gives you a lot of bonus, so you can use this. But of course Headhunter is the best for mapping and generally it's really good. And with this bonus I'm using this ammo because we can counter the minus elemental resistance, even minus 50 elemental resistance, because we have free ring, so it's pretty nice. And I'm using Blood Boil, but I don't think it do anything for us. But it's there with damage and a lot of super gems. Next, so we have this weapon. I bought this a few days ago. It was, I think, 20 Divine Orbs. You want crit chance, attack speed, and the level of all attack skills. It's not the best, it's pretty mid. And it is what it is, but it's perfectly enough. But there is a lot more better spears out there, but the prices are out of control. The inflation in Exalted and Divine Orbs, it's pretty insane. So on rings, we have all 3 rings with attacks, and you could say that these are pretty expensive, and you are right. But I have a lot of videos, shorts, that I'm crafting. All of the rings that are here, I crafted them, because I mostly found breach, and it's pretty easy to craft these actually. You won't get it for the first time, of course, but you can craft these, and it's cost you a few exalted, like 200, 300 to craft and try. But as you can see, even with, if I click this, it's like 300 divine orb, 100 divine orb. It's a lot of divine orbs for this. I think only the rich bought these. It's insane. You can craft these pretty easily. So we have almost identical rings with damage and resist, little bit of int, and you need 1 mana leech because we have this node, the Walker of the Wilds, and this gives us infinite mana actually, because we have so high elemental damage on our skills. Like even here you can see that a lot of elemental damage, and we never run out of mana if you hit something. Of course, if you start to throw your spear everywhere, then you can hurt the famous no mana word. The helmet, simple energy shield helm, life and resist, but I have to put chaos resist into it because I'm missing chaos resist on the gear. So I even have 1 chaos resist here to double it up. This glove and boots is from the beginning, from my first character, because I don't want to spend too much. So a 3-socket glove or a 3-socket boots is 400, 500 divine orbs, so I don't have that. So I'm pretty glad that I bought this early on. So yeah, important thing here, what I showcase you in every video, I understand it's not that cheap if you want to buy everything on the market right now. But these are the mid version, usually, because I never play one character until that we have multiple mirror builds, because I don't want to, I usually just want to make a build work, looks nice, and then go for another one, because that's the only thing is exciting in the game, because the endgame fights are not really exciting when you kill everything in one shot. So that's my whole point, but yeah, I should have infinite currency and then I could do a lot of builds, showcase them, but I don't. And the last thing is the Sacred Flame, Shrine Scepter with a lot of fire damage, Charm, Stun Charm, Frozen Charm, and we have the Fall of the Axe. On the other hand, still typical Sigil of Power, because this gives more damage for the Comet. You use this on bosses, of course. On jewels, I have the Glacial Lens plus 3 skills. I bought this for 1 divine. After the video, I think it will be more expensive, but you can still get it for cheap. And the other legendary one is, I use this for push the advantage. The sparing gains doesn't matter. The push the advantage is like 40% more critical damage bonus, that's nice. These are cheap if you just have 1 good on it. I have this also from the beginning for more extra cold damage, and I'm using the Time Lost Zephyr also here because we have a lot of nodes. We need 2 skills to have these nodes also, and it gives us faster energy shield, critical damage, crit chance. The curse magnitude here doesn't matter, so you could buy a better one, or of course have a legendary Time Lost with gain, fire and cold damage. That would be pretty nice. And I have just a simple green jewel here with crit chance, attack speed, attack damage. So this is kinda it, actually. I will put everything into the description in the first comment. And for rotation, so you put down your Sigil of Power, and then on the boss you put Sniper's Mark and start hit with Fangs of Frost until you stack up your Rage to 30, and then use Barrage, and you can put Sniper Marks again to the boss, and then use Glacial Lens. It will be a very big hit. But most of the times I just hit it. I don't really pay attention to this, but this would be the best rotation. So this is it, guys. Hope you like it. I like this build pretty much. Please subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment. Thank you. Bye bye.